Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Game Dev with Mike, aka Decimal Punked, and this is Unity. The version we're using is 2022.3.26 F1. So, this is my university project. It's a 2D platformer. I've got quite a few mechanics in the game at the moment. We have pickups, we have health, we have coins, score, jump through platforms, magic projectile trap, insta-kill death pit. We've got a checkpoint system over here. We have a movable block, and we have this lava hazard. So I was last streaming earlier, about 2 hours ago, and I'd spent about 3.5 hours. I think I did 2 bug fixes, and then I was getting this box to move. I had a problem with the rigid body of my character and the rigid body of the block. It was creating this very weird friction and affecting the velocity. It affected the sprite of my character, so I opted for an alternative way to move the block. And this here is the code. Not too complicated. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, as they say. It does the job. It moves the block. It might not use the in-game physics of the rigid body, but as I can show you, it works. And you can see just move it over there. The block moves, so I'm happy with it. So yeah, it's I mean, the rigid body, it adds this really annoying glitch. So this way of moving it bypasses that glitch. I'm pretty sure it is due to the velocity. So as you can see, move the block, and it's in the lava. So there's a there's a couple of things I need to do. I'm just going to make a note of these. So we know what we need to do. So one second. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to add damage from lava, add burn debuff, add collapsible platforms. So I think the first thing to do is to finish off the lava hazard, and then once that's done, I can add in these platforms. So I'm going to go into my assets in here, in the tiles. We have a couple of blocks. So hold on, why am I going on to the blocks? Sorry, I was dealing with the I was dealing with the lava hazard. Right, let's sort this out. Right, so these are the sprites. So if I create a folder and just call it sprites. So there's quite a few there. So I can toggle that on and off. Okay. Right, so with the lava on the player, we need to go to the script graph. Now over here is updating the health bar, so when we take damage, so we need to have one for lava. So at the moment, the enemy slime does 5% damage. Spike trap kills the player. The magic trap deals 10% damage. I can always adjust these values if I feel the game's too easy. These can always be adjusted. I want the lava to deal 25% damage, so it'll do the most damage to the player. Oh, actually, sorry, I think it was 20% damage and then 5% burn damage. So in total, it is 25%. So what we need to do is we need to add a trigger to the lava. So I'm not going to add it to the sprites. They're just there for the aesthetics, if you like. So we're going to add a component, and this is going to be a box collider 2D. So the offset needs to be 0.5, 0.5. And then, as you can see, this is perfectly kind of in line with the grid. So if I press D, you can see it's in line with the grid there. Okay. So at the moment, the box is that long. We basically need to make this collision box go the same length as that. So if I set the X to maybe 8, let's try 12, and then if I do 5, nope, 5.5, that needs to be 6. Okay, so basically double that, so 24, and then that'll be 12. There we go. Nice and simple. The collision box is in there. Now I want the collision box. Essentially, if I just show you at the moment, if I run on top of that, it'll be a solid object because the collider's not been set to be a trigger. So, what is that weird little? What are those little? Oh, is that because it was highlighted? Oh, okay. All right. So you can see the collision box. Now if I run over there, you can see I'm not touching the collision box, right? You see I'm on top of it there? Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to say that the box collider is a trigger. Now, I want to increase the height of that to maybe the same length. You see where this little white line is, where you've got this little orange tip? I'm going to have it just in line with the lighter coloured yellow section. So the size I have is 2. That's too big. Let's do 1.5. The offset is 1. 0.5. Let's do 1. So 1, right, so let's do 1.25, see how that looks. Let's try 0.5, 0.6. Okay, so let's make it 1.5. And we'll nudge that up to 7, 8, 7. Okay, that looks pretty decent. If I just hide those sprites, we can see that looks like it is dead on the line. And that's pretty much where I wanted the collision box. So if I just if I temporarily hide the sprites, I should be able to play that, and just in the game itself I'll be able to see the lava, but on the left I'll be able to see the collision box. So you can see there we're safe, but the moment we kind of touch the lava, we are in the trigger. Yeah, so it's safe there. That's the danger zone. Right, so now if I turn that back on, I'm really happy with that. So now that the box collider trigger is on the lava, what we want to do is we want to apply some damage to the player. So the enemy slime spike trap, sorry, magic trap. So I'm going to expand this, make room for the lava. Okay, so this is going to be the tricky bit, okay? This is going to be the tricky bit because there's a couple of things that's going to happen. First off, the player takes damage when they go in the lava, but then we need to apply the burn damage. Now, yeah, the other thing to do with that is the burn damage debuff that I've got planned. So let me just check the hit animation. Okay, so let's do this. I need to add a tag to the lava, so we're going to add a tag and we're just going to call this lava. Okay, and then we click on the lava game object and we apply the tag lava. Okay, and then we go back into the code and we're going to do this section. We're going to get that. Oh, dude. Right, copy that, paste that, move that down there, and the tag. So basically what we're saying is when the player enters the trigger of the lava, if that's true, we are going to minus it was 20% health, which is 0.2, and then we set the global health, and then I need to have something separate, like a separate function that will be the burn tick. So what I'm going to do, this is where it gets tricky, guys. This is where it gets tricky. Hold on, why didn't I have it play that clip? Why didn't I have it play the clip on the spike? One second. Oh, that's cool. Hit the lava. Yes, please. Right, so first off, I need to add... So at the moment, we just have the slime, the spike, and the magic trap. Why did I not add the audio component to the spike trap? Let's just quickly do that. Player def. That plugs into that, okay. Right, let's just quickly test that. Just make sure it plays the sound. I don't know why I forgot to add that. Okay, sound effect in place. Right, so when the player enters the lava, we're minus 20% of health. We're going to copy that as well. We're not going to add any knockback, anything like that. We'll get, oh, dude! Copy that. Paste that there. Okay, so after they've hit the lava, we're going to play the damage hit animation. We're going to also call the player death. Now this is only if the player's health is 0. Nothing's going to happen unless they're at 0 health. So it's just having it in there in the instance that they go dead, basically. We're going to get audio component and we're going to play lava. So when they hit the lava, you get this burn sound effect. Let's test that. Here we go. Moment of truth. Oh! Why is that not? Because I haven't plugged it in up there, you sausage. Right. Need to update the health bar. So that plugs into this. Let's try that again, shall we? Well, that was interesting. Hold on, 20% damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? The player's health. What? The player's health is set to 1. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? %20 is 5 times within the one value. Why is that not? Why is that not? What is going on, dudes? What? I don't understand that. I do not understand that. It should be 0. What is going on with that? How strange. Right, that's a bug fix. Make a note of that. Lava times 5 damage. Not killing player. Reducing health to 0. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Because that is very strange. Anyway. We have it playing the cool sound effect. I'm just going to turn that up so I can hear that. I haven't done the sound mixer yet that controls sound because it is for some reason quiet. I just want to hear it myself. That is so strange. You guys can see that in the code. You can see there max value, the minimum value. Player's default health is 1. We subtract 0.2 from the health. Doing that 5 times will make that value 0. No idea. No idea why. Yeah, I really don't understand that. Strange, guys. Very, very strange. Right, so we have the lava. Add damage from lava. Done. We need to add the burn debuff. So this is the next challenge, okay? I think the best thing to do for this is to do it as a custom event and call it after here. The custom event will basically create a game object, place it above the player, and it will basically, on the timer, each second that's passed, subtract point, 0.01 0.01 health, yeah. So basically subtract 1% of health over 5 seconds. So a total of 5 additional health will be lost. In total, 25% health will be lost to the player. Okay, so I'm going to create... Where am I going to put this? I'm going to change the gravity scale to a blue colour because blue I associate with the moon and gravity is, well, 0 gravity in space, so I quite like having that as blue. Okay, right. Change the colour of the sprite. So this handles when the player is hit or takes damage. This is when the player dies. So we need to have one for burn damage. So we're going to do a custom event, and this is going to be called burn DMG for burn damage. Okay, so in the event that the player takes damage, we need to say, I just want to have this near this code so I can see. Right, so when they take burn damage, this is going to be a timer. So it's going to be a 5-second timer. Hold on. Right, hold on. Object. Right, I'm going to set an object variable just for the player. And we're going to call this burn sprite. Make that a game object. And then if I go onto the player, we should see that variable over here. Burn sprite. So now I go into Grotto Escape 2, Grotto Escape prefabs. Click back on the player. Go to the variables, and where we've got the burn sprite game object, we're going to get that prefab. And, oh dude. Right, we're just going to drag that onto there. Animated fireball. Okay? So, we're going to... bear with me, just get my bearings. Back to the script graph of the player. Okay, so... Right, so burn damage. If I just undo that timer for the second, we're going to create game object, create game object. Or would it be instantiate? 1 second. If I go to the magic trap, spawns object to spawn. What does the quaternion do? I'll use to represent rotations. Get positions, set rotation. Why are there 4 points on the quaternion? Why would there be 4 points? Let's just copy this. Go back to the player. The object to spawn is going to be that. Right, so when we take burn damage, we're going to spawn a burn sprite, get the position of this being the player. Let's just test that. So if I plug in to the lava area here. And if I plug in something to trigger burn damage, we can parent. I don't have a parent. Why? What? This doesn't have a parent, so why is that yellow? Normally yellow indicates there's a problem with the code. Let's give it a go. Let's see where it spawns, and then we can play around with the variables of the quaternium. So we go in the lava, we should spawn a... I think I know what's happening. Let me just check the layer. It needs to be the same layer as the player. Order in layer 4. So if I go onto that, order in layer 4. See that? Order in layer 4. Go back. Test. Right, if we temporarily hide the lava sprite, we should see it spawn. Yes, there it is. You see that, guys? Right, so I'm going to play around with code. Well, I need to just check what this quaternion does. I don't know why there's 4 variables, 4 fields on the box there. So right, so apparently those 4 fields are X, Y, Z, Z, and W. W is a scalar component, apparently. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I think it's the Z axis we need to affect. So if I put in 180, so that should theoretically make the sprite spawn the correct way up. Let's just confirm this. There we go. It's the right way up. Right, so that's done. Get position. 1 second. Burn sprite. Okay, we need to say burn sprite limit. This is going to be an integer, and we're going to say 1. No, sorry, we're going to say 0. So we're going to say, basically, if the player oh my god, how are we going to do this? Alright, I think I know how I'm going to do this. Basically, what we're doing here is we're going to restrict. We're going to restrict the. What does that output do? What does that do? 1 second. Oh, okay, the return. Right, when you invoke the return shape, the paper output represents a reference to. Ah! Okay, so that paper output is the reference to the new object created. Got ya. Got ya, okay. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought it would do. Alright, so. Right, so what we need to do here, guys, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. We need to get at the very start of burn damage. This is, as you saw, I can jump in the lava multiple times, and each point I land, I create a burn sprite. We don't want that to happen. What we want to happen is the player jumps in the lava. They get a burn sprite. It stays with them. It inflicts the damage, and then after the time's passed, it will destroy it. Okay. So at the very start, what we need to do is we need to have a restriction that will handle the burn sprite quantity. So we will only ever have 1 at any given point. So what we need to do, we need to first check. We need to say if if burn limit, which is currently at 0, if burn limit equals it's an integer, it needs to be an integer. If the burn limit is 1, oh my god. Right, hold on a sec. This code's going to get a little bit, not messy, but right, if the burn limit, I'll tell you what, if I just do greater than instead, if it's greater than 0, so if the burn limit is greater than 0, if that's true, so if there is already a sprite, we're going to destroy a component, and that is going to plug into there. Okay, so what we're saying there is if there is a burn sprite, and that's the reference to it, if there is one, as in the burn sprite limit is greater than 0, then we destroy that component. If it's false, we create one. Okay. So if it's greater than 0, so 1, we would hold on. I'm just going to call it burn sprite spawn count. Okay, so if the burn sprite spawn count is greater than 0, we're going to destroy the existing instance of the burn sprite. Can we plug that into the same thing? There we go. Okay, so we're doing that, and then we're going into the same thing. So if it's greater than 0, we're going to destroy the instance, and then we're going to create a new one. I think that's that bit handled. Right, so next bit. Let's just test that quickly. So we know the lava's there. I've just temporarily hidden the lava so I can see the burn sprite getting created. Right, so we need to add, we need to go to the object. We need to get the burning spawn count. We need to add scalar 1, so we're going to add 1 to that, and then we're going to set, and that goes in there, and then that goes in there. Okay, so we're basically, that should work. Not doing the timer at the minute. The timer is going to handle the burn damage. So now that should work. Oh, hold on. No. Hold on. 1 second. Right. Burn damage. Right. At the start, we're checking if there's a sprite. If it's 0, so if it's 0, we will create one. And we'll set the limit there. Just making sure this code works. Right, if it's false, create one, add that. If it's greater than, I do believe we need to set it again up there. I believe we do need to set that, or else it's going to be constantly at 1, or it will just keep going up and up and up. Or actually, no, I shouldn't need to. No. Or else that value is just going to keep getting added to. If I just clamp that value, actually. Clamp. So the clamp. Was that integer? Is that an integer? Oh, that's float, that's integer. Okay, so the maximum is going to be 1. the value plugs in from that, so that goes in there, and that goes up there. That goes in there, that goes up there. So by default, I feel like we need to delete it though. No, actually, after the timer has done the burn damage, we'd destroy it and then we would set it as, we would -1 from the spawn count. So that should function as it is right there, guys. Let's test it. So what we're expecting is we jump in the lava, we create a fire spawn at the point, and then if I was to jump again, it should delete itself and then create a new one at the new location. So we jump in, boom. No. Interesting. Why are you not destroying? Okay, let's do game object. Destroy game object. Want to play hardball? There we go. Paper. Give me my paper, baby. That should work. Fun times, guys. Watching the screen on the left. Oh, you bastard. Why are you not doing that? Tell you what, let's undo that. Let's just do that, see if that works. Fingers crossed. Destroying assets is not permitted to avoid data loss. What? Spawn projectile. That's the code for the creating the projectiles. Where the hell is my projectile? Dude. Oh, it's in my prefab. There it is. Right, how have we got this working then? Okay, so this is right. Okay, hold on. Right, the magic trap instantiates or spawns the magic projectile, and then that's in the game, right? So we then need to have this section here within the actual script machine component of the flame that was generated. To basically do the destruction of it. Oh my god! So I think it. Oh my god! Oh dude. Oh my god! This is. Oh my god! Right, hold on. Right, let's go back here. Okay, I think what I'm going to have to do is make the burn sprite spawn count a scene variable so that it can be accessed oh my god. Right, hold on. Okay, I'm going to have to make a custom event in the burn sprite prefab. Custom event called burn destroy. So what we will do is here, if that burn sprite is in the game, if the sprite spawn count is greater than 0, then we will trigger the custom event. That's what we're going to do. Okay, not a problem. We got this. So first off, we need to. Oh my god! Right, right. So we've got that there, and setting it. Okay. So first off, we need to copy this and make a scene variable. It's going to be burn sprite spawn count, and it's a integer. Let's go back up there. It's an integer, burn sprite spawn count. So remove that one. Go up to the scene. Get, set. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Okay, that's that replaced. Right, so now that we've got that done, what we need to do is we need to go into our burn sprite game object, which is under here, burn sprite. Okay, so We need to go into... I keep doing control space for the content drawer, which is from Unreal. How annoying. Right, the burn sprite. So we're going to grotto, scene, no, prefabs in here. So we need to add a script machine. And we're going to call it burn sprite destroy. Okay. Right, so this is oh my god. Right. So on the burn sprite. So we're gonna call this destroy burn sprite. Handles the destruction of spawned instance of burn damage sprite. Job done. Click on that. Click on the graph. We actually, if we just quickly go in here, and if I just copy that. That handles the destruction of the magic projectile. So essentially, I'm kind of copying the code. Right, so if I just get rid of that. Right, no, we don't want that. We want to have a custom event, and this is going to be called, we'll just call it destroy burn sprite. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get, oh my god, that's all it's going to do, guys. We're just going to get it to, I hate those lines aren't straight. I hate it so much. Right. I'm going to undo that because that's irrelevant. That's related to the magic projectile. So we've got a custom event here that will destroy the burn sprite. So it's handled in there. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back into the player and we're going to trigger custom event, which is that, and then we're going to do that. At the same point, we need to set that to 0. Okay. So the custom event for destroying the burn sprite will clear the sprite, and then it will set the burn sprite spawn count to 1. No, sorry, it will subtract 1 so it becomes 0. Right, that should... Okay, so at the moment, that should now... Destroy burn... Right, that should work. Right, so what we're expecting to happen, we jump in the lava. Remember, I've turned off the sprites for the sole purpose of being able to see the orb. So when I jump in there, I should spawn one. Boom. If I jump out and land in it again, it should delete that and spawn a new one. Oh, fuck me. Oh, you bastard. I think it's that reference, isn't it? It's that reference. I wonder, if I connect that to that, does that mean it will link that trigger event to whatever the instance was? I wonder if that... So if I undo that, it's just this by default. If I undo that, let's see if that does it. I wonder. Here we go, guys. I just need to quickly check something on the checkpoint. Basically, the box trigger of that, I don't know if that's going to actually cause that to not work now. Oh, it's not working. That's not good. Right, come on, Mike. You've got this, mate. You've got this. We can do this. We can do this. No. No, you want to... That reference... That reference... Oh, I wonder. I've not done this before, but if I go into the player... Am I able to store this? Like, am I able to store that as a reference? Can I do that? So these are my scene variables. Can I do burn sprite reference? Ref, let's call it that. Now, I've not done this before. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. If I put that there, so that's a game object. If I set that, can I then plug that into there? So what we're doing is we're setting that variable. So we're basically saying when that's spawned, we're setting that reference as that game object. Right? That makes sense. So if I now go back into here, get the game object, and then if I get that and plug that into there, that should work. I hope that works. It makes sense in my head to work. That really does make sense in my head that that would work. I think that will work. Because we're getting from the created, God, what's the word? Instantiate. From that little paper, we're basically storing that reference. We're setting the game object to that. So we can then pull it. So this, I hope this will work. If it does, I'm a genius. Fuck. I've got a solution to this. I have a very quick solution to this. Why have I been doing it this way round? Burn sprite reference. Burn sprite reference. Burn sprite reference. Burn sprite instance. Remove. There's nothing in that graph. There's nothing on there. Go back to the player. I'm such a bellend. Destroy burn sprite. Hold on, let me just double check. Destroy burn sprite. There's no custom event for that there, so what we can do... I'm such a twat. Why did I do that long-winded way? Why did I do that? We don't even need the burn sprite. Get rid of that. Right, hold on. that. We're not going to be creating that. Burn sprite, we'll keep that. We're not going to create that. Right, we'll still keep that, so... Okay. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add, instead of doing that, why did I do that? Why would I do that? It would make easier sense to add the game object, which is literally just the sprite, add that to the player, have it toggled off by default, and then when the player's taking burn damage, we enable it. That's the easiest way. If they never take fire damage, they never take fire damage. It never gets turned on. The player won't know. But why am I such... Oh, sometimes I get wound up with my logic, my way of thinking at times, and you think you're doing the right thing, and technically it felt like I was going the right direction, but it just wasn't working for some reason, which is annoying because that code, I mean, it should have worked in my head. I couldn't really see a fault with it. I looked like I was doing everything right. Anyway, let's create a new sprite. We're going to rename this to sprite. Okay. Oh wait. Player sprite. We're going to create a 2D object sprite square. And this is going to be called burn DMG sprite. And then we will go onto here and we will place that. What? That's annoying. That's annoying. Oh, it is doing it right. Okay, so what I've done, just to show you guys, I've just dragged this onto here. So I don't actually need to do anything. What I've done is I've dragged the animated fire sprite. I've dropped it into an I've dropped it into essentially what is an empty. Okay. So the fire sprite is in here. If I set the O and O to there. Where is that game object? Right. So burn sprite, fireball. I don't need to adjust the fireball there. I can do the changes in here because the fireball is a child of this, so whatever changes I make in this will apply to that. So why has that got the tag of player? Right, so if I do 180 on the Z, and then the position 2.5, 1, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4. The position, if I do maybe 0.6, that's perfectly above her head, isn't it? Okay, the scale's a little bit too large, so I'm just going to do 0.5. 6, 7. 7's nice, lucky number, guys. Alright, and then if I just adjust the thing. Perfect. And then on the Y, if we just do perfect. Okay, there we go. There we have it. There we have it, guys. We have the fire above her head signaling to the player that she's taking burn damage. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that is the burn damage sprite. So what we want to do is we want to basically go onto the player graph, and where we have the scene variable, hold on. There we go. Right, so where we've got the burn sprite, all I need to do is drop that onto there. So now the burn damage sprite, if I was to tick this box here, turns it on and off. Yeah? Okay? Nice and simple. So by default we'll have that off. We've now got a game object reference to that. Oh my god. Alright, bear with me, guys. How long have I been going? 1 hour 20. I feel like we're almost there in terms of getting this fire burn damage under control. Okay, so we're basically saying get the burn sprite spawn count. I mean, to be fair, hold on. One second. I'm going to change this. I'm going to remove burn sprite spawn count. Burn sprite spawn count. And this is on the player. I don't even need to have it as a scene variable. Control health bar. So I can go on the object. And I can basically create a boolean, say is burning question mark, add, set as a boolean. Okay, so by default it's off. So is the player burning? Get it. If that's true, alright, so we're basically saying is the player burning? By default it's off. So on the trigger with the lava, we're reducing health, and then we're triggering the burn damage. So are they burning? If it's false, we're going to say set boolean literal as true. So if it comes back saying they aren't burning, we are going to say they are, because in this code we're calling the function. So are they burning? No, they're not. We'll say they are. And in that same process, we're going to get the burn sprite and set I think enable, is it? Where was the option? I had that earlier in a different thing. Set enabled. Thanks for the spam view equivalent. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Set enabled. There we go. Set active. That should work. So by default it's off. No, sorry. If I just go back on the player, it's off. Yeah? So if I tick that, it should turn it on. Let's check that code works. So if I now go in the lava, I should get the fire above my head. So when she's doing a jumping animation, her hair's a little close to it. It's idle, fine. When she's running, okay, right. It works, guys. Right, so that's one stage done. So what we need to do now is we need to basically bring in the timer. So after 5 seconds, they stop burning. Yeah? Let's check that. So if I jump in there, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. We need to update the boolean. We need to also set the boolean for that. I hate how none of that is just... Okay. Let's try that again. Disappears after 5. Okay. On tick, that should mean every second, right? Right, so one problem I notice is we can stay in that lava. So it's kind of like... You can see the bug there. If the player's staying in the lava, like they take 1 damage. Let's just do the burn damage, because at the moment that works. This is also going to have to... It's going to have to kind of sit below here, because it's going to need to update the health bar with the burn damage. So, what? Oh, oops. I think I said 0.01, didn't I? Which is 1% health. So on tick, we get the global health. We clamp it to 0 and maximum at 1. I don't think I need to plug that into anything. Let's just... It actually does, sorry. Right, so that should, over the 5 seconds on tick, it should deduct 1. I mean, that should work. Let's find out, guys. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Wow. Right. So we need to make sure on death that his boolean is off. The respawn is handled respawn. So if they were burning, we're basically removing that. Okay. That was so funny, the health bar just get incinerated. Absolutely destroyed. Let's try that again. Um, oh God. Right, on the timer. Um, right, the tick was wrong. But we just need to say, like, per second. Ah. Okay. Per second. There we go. So per second. Okay. Okay. Right. So per second. Um. Oh. Um. I think this would plug into that. When that's started, the timer's started, we do that. And then on the elapsed time, so each second, we deduct 1. That doesn't seem right though, does it? Because if that's 5, that's 5 float, then it's gonna... Pretty sure that's wrong. Watch. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Per second. Would you multiply that? Not sure if that's going to work. Per second, so elapsed time per second. Let's put that as a bigger value and see if that actually does anything. No. Whenever I've had health and things, we get the time. Anyone watching that can see where I'm going wrong here, feel free to drop a comment, guys. Oh, dude. Let's try divide. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Oh. That went slower. Okay, let's add in a 0.01. Oh my god, it worked! Watch the health. It worked. But did that deal too much damage? Oh my god, it works. Okay, so what we need to do on death, we kind of on respawn, we need to somehow stop that burn damage. I kind of want to see. That kind of worked. I think I don't know if the times is too much. We can figure this out because at the minute. Have I got an event? Right, you know what I'm going to do? Just for the time being, I'm going to do event on update. I'm just going to do debug. And we're going to get global health string. Okay, so it's one there. Right, 20%. Hold on. So we should be taking 20% damage and then a further 5 from the burn. So 25% in total, right? So if I go to my log, it should be saying 1. Yes, it's saying 1. So if I jump in the lava, what we're wanting it to do is it should basically go down to like 75, 0.75. You jump in there. Okay, so it gets taken down to 67% health. So I think the maths is wrong, the way that we're calculating this. So I have a feeling that instead of multiplying, it should be dividing. So let's try divide. Also 0.01. I still think that's wrong. Let's see if that makes a difference. So we can see on the log at the bottom left, we've got a 1. Oh. I know that's not going to work. That's not right. Oh, I feel I'm so close. I might... On tick. Getting the elapsed time. We just basically want the elapsed. Like if I plug that in there, subtract the elapsed time, we just want to say deal 0.01 damage per second. Holy shit. Okay. Subtract 1 on tick. Get the time. What am I not getting here? Okay. I'm going to try a different path here. No, that's not right. Oh, okay. I know what we can do. Wait for 1 second. Deal 1 damage. So if I copy that, it's not ideal, but it should get the job done. So that's 1, 2, 3. I know there is going to be a more efficient way of doing that, but I'm not sure how to do it. So we're basically saying wait for a second, subtract 0.1. Wait for a second. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at the end of that, we will do that. And then the very end of that plugs into up the top there. Let's see if that works. Moment of truth, guys. So we're expecting our health to be at 0.75. What? This is crazy, dude. Like, oh, dude. I need to go to bed soon. I don't know what the step means. Okay. Right, so I think what we need to do, there should be 5 loops. First and last, so 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 seconds. I'm guessing you would do that, right? For the body, I'm guessing. I think that's going to work. I really don't know, guys. Let's see if that works. Oh. The body's where you want stuff to happen, right? Wait for 1 second. That makes no sense to me. I don't think that's right. Oh, sorry. That was meant to go in there. And that exit was meant to go down there. Sorry, let's try that again. Oh, this is so annoying. For each loop. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a timer. 1 second, completed, do that, job done. 1 second timer. when it starts, well, in the body, we start it, we do that. That better bloody work. That better bloody work. Interesting. Interesting. It did what I needed it to do. However, I don't think that did that for... Maybe we need that? I don't really know. I don't know what the first and last means. Come on, Mike. Come on, you can do this, dude. One step. Right. I don't know whether to cry or laugh. I've literally... I'm at the end point of this lava hazard. I can't figure this section out. All I want is a 5 seconds, 1% damage is dealt over 5 seconds. That's it. Maybe. I wonder if it's because I'm doing this. Let's see if that makes a difference. Why is it saying my health is at 0.99? I don't understand what's going on with this loop. Why is it not working? No idea if this is going to work. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. I can see the global health. Look, we can see the variable there. We can see that's going down. So it's in a constant loop. Oh my god, we are so close. So close, I can smell the victory, guys. I really need some help with this. I really need some help with this. First value, right, so the first is the starting point of your loop. The last is the end point. Why can't I put my finger on this, guys? I have the lava hazard set up. We have the burn damage. I've got a bug fix to do with the lava damage not dealing, well, 5 times. It doesn't kill the player, which is annoying. I just need to get this little section done with the burn damage. Like, and then there's obviously the on death, if the player dies, we need to somehow break that loop. Because when the player respawns, you don't want them to still be taking damage. Oh my god. I've been streaming a lot today on this. That definitely does need to get plugged in up the top there. Start a timer. Whoa. No! What the fuck happened then? What happened then? Did I just... Oh, that scared me. Oh my god. What is going on with the stream? What is going on with the stream? What is... Hold on. Has the stream frozen, guys? That was weird. Oh. Hold on, why is that moving that? Tell me what I am doing wrong here, guys. I really don't understand this. This is really starting to wind me up. This is really winding me up. Why would it not do that? Why would it not do that? I can see it deducting the health. I'm watching at the bottom left, guys. You can see This is really pissing me off. I'm getting really wound up. I'm getting really wound up with this. I don't understand where it's going wrong. What am I not getting with this? Why is it not doing what I want it to do? Oh my God. What have I done wrong with the code? Why? I've spent so long trying to get this burn damage done. 2 hours 43. And why is it not working? All we want is a bloody 5-second timer, deal 1 damage each sodding instance. This for loop just seems a load of bollocks. Five-second timer, go. We don't want that to happen. We want that to happen on tick. Oh, for fuck's sake. Duration elapsed. If we divide 1 second by 100, per second should be a whole 1. Divide that by 100, which leaves 0.01. And then subtract that off the global health, so that's per tick. We do that. Is that going to work? Is that going to actually work? This is draining my life force, guys. Really is draining my life force. I mean, it kind of does the job. Like, it reduces it, but too much. Dude, why is it moving the whole code? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? A minus B. On tick. Let's do divide by... Oh, I don't know. This is so frustrating. Oh, sorry guys. Oops. Okay, closer. Try 200. See if that lands us at the magic 75% health. $73. Let's do 250. We're at 74. 0.7498569. Let's make a note of that. Can we make a note of that? I'm going to make a note of that. So that's 0.7498569. Let's try that again and see if that number comes up the same. So we jump in the lava, we take damage. Interesting. Interesting. So that value, 0.74, that is like that is so close to the value I got before. I don't understand why this is so bloody complicated. Per second. Time. Guys, this is not even funny. Come on, Mike. Oh my god, dude. This is really winding me up. Oh my god. I'm really struggling with this. How can this be so sodding complicated? How? This is the closest I've got to this actually doing any good. This really is the closest I've got to it. It's not perfect, but it does the job. Almost. I'm just getting so wound up with this. This is so pissing me off, dude. Oh my god. What was I going to query? I need to check my sugar spice. Oh, well, sugars are really good. It's actually been a really good day for my diabetes. Surprising, considering how stressful this has been. I was going to query something. I can't remember what it was. I can't believe this has been another 3-hour stream of getting one thing kind of pretty much sorted. I mean, that's close enough. Look at that variable. Look at the variable at the bottom there. Bottom left. It's basically 25%, but it's not perfect, is it? I feel like I need to do that modulo thing. I'm not sure. I don't know if the modulo thing would work. Let's just see if that does anything. Let's try divide by 60. No, it can't be because I've already got it there. Oh, that's what I was going to query. Oh dear. Right, I think we can kind of almost tick off the lava hazard, guys. Um, that timer needs sorting. I don't know how to do that at the moment. Right. So my bug fixes at the moment. Player getting stuck on triggers. Lava times 5 damage is not killing the player, reducing the health to complete 0. On lava death, if we're burning, we need to stop that on the respawn, so no damage is taken. And then this 5-second timer needs to be 0.01 exactly. I mean, what I've got here, the per second, dividing it by 250, it gets us pretty much on 75% health, which is what I wanted. It's not perfect because the maths I've got going on there, or the code should I say, yeah, it's just not completely doing what I need it to do. I need a little bit of help with that, but I have to go to bed. I've got a job tomorrow, so I'm going to have to leave that as it is. But if I just show you one more time, it is, you know, we go in there, we take the burn damage, we get the sound effect, we get the flame. So I need to also, if player stays in lava, each 1 second tick deal 20% damage. Because at the moment the player can basically stay in there. They're not taking damage. Is the player burning? No. Burn. Okay, yeah, I need to stop fucking around with that. Excuse the language. Lava burn damage. Lava burn damage. Grotto escape. Lava burn damage. Grotto escape. Okay, so I'm sorry I keep testing this. I'm just annoyed that it's not doing exactly what I want it to do, that bit of code there. And I'm annoyed that when you go in the lava 5 times, it should remove your health completely to 0, but it doesn't. So that's another annoying thing. Like, and now my health's 0, I should be dead. Oh, is that because I've not called the... Hold on. That should be there, surely. Surely that should be there. Let's just get our life down to... I'm dead. I need to copy that and paste that down the end. It's like we need to have that in there. And also when it's completed. So basically saying during tick, trigger the player death, and also when it's completed, if the player's lost all their life, trigger player death. Okay. I should die. Excellent. So what we're doing is on tick, we're essentially checking. That's what that custom event is doing. It's checking if the health is 0. Now because it was only here, it was kind of like, whereas it needs to be that check, that constant check, needs to also be applied to here. So, you know, when it's completed, if their health is 0, we need to trigger it. And during the tick, we need to be checking if their health goes to 0, that we're triggering it there as well. So it is needed at multiple stages. So I guess that's a bug fix in itself. So we'll call that player in lava if when player was in burn mode, if HP was, if HP reached 0, they wouldn't die. Added the custom event player death to burn damage timer during tick and completed. So the check, so the custom event will be checked at all stages and initiate if conditions met. HP equals 0. Okay, well that's a bug fix I've done. I'm hoping on the next stream one of my regular viewers will be able to help me with this tiny section here. I know one of you guys out there knows. I know you'll have the answer. I'm not experienced enough to know what modes, what functions to put in there to get it to perfectly calculate 0.1 off of the global health. So yeah. We're going to call the stream there then, guys. So the next stream, like I say, one more time. Oh God, that's taken a while to load. We have the burn damage. It is reducing damage over time. It is functioning. Yeah. Okay. Okay, right, so I'm going to call it there. I'm sorry this has been a very long stream. A crazy long stream, to be honest. But we've made some progress. The lava trap is functioning. We jump in there. We take the core base damage of 20% to our life, and then we get a further 5% reduced due to the fire burn effect. So it just needs that tiny bit in the timer, just needs fine tuning. That's all that needs to be done, then that's completely done. Next stream I will add in the collapsible platforms to this area. So the idea is the player pushes the block in and then they can reach the platform, and we're going to have different size ones. So we'll probably have like one that's like 1 block wide, or maybe 2 blocks, because then it requires precision jumps. I'll see how hard I want to make it, but we'll do that in the next stream, and that won't take long to set up. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream, found something useful from it, taken something away. Who knows? Fingers crossed. Feel free to give us a follow on Twitch if you want to stay up to date, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. The link is in the panel below. That's where I post all of the game dev streams, so you can catch up and watch back any previous game dev. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next stream.